fan of softball, then you are going to love the Fastpitch TV show. We're bringing you more interviews, more videos, and more product reviews than anyone else on the planet. Sit back and get ready. Here's the Fastpitch TV show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Fastpitch TV show. Now, if you found our show on Facebook, MySpace, or any of the other video sharing sites, please check out our website, www.fastpitch.tv, not .com, fastpitch.tv. It's the place to find all of our past episodes and the place to keep up with future episodes of the show too. I'd also like to thank our sponsor, Softball Junk. Now, please visit their website at softballjunk.com. At the end of today's show, I'm going to give you a special code just for the Fastpitch TV show family that'll save you $20 off softball bats on their website. So stay tuned for that code. Now, last week, I went to the World Cup of softball, of course. It was held in Oklahoma City. In Oklahoma, of course. Now, after the USA played in the Pink Out game was supporting cancer research, I interviewed Monica Abbott. Now, this interview is a little different than the normal interview I do, because really, this was more of a press conference after the game. So, in other words, it's not my normal one-on-one interview, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Well, let's just watch the interview and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Pretty dominant stuff.
Yeah, it's been awesome with this team. So many great players on this team, and I think this team, unlike a lot of USA teams in the past, we have a lot of fun together. So you see us on the field, we're laughing, we're joking. Two people kind of maybe go for the same ball like me and laughing, and somehow we make the play, and afterwards we're like laughing, and we're really pumping each other up the entire game. And I think that allows us to play loose and have a good time out there, and I think that is showing in our play.
Very different than how it would have been before? Are you guys just serious out there? Or?
I think we're always serious, but I think now we know we're very serious still, don't get me wrong, but we're serious with a smile. So don't get fooled by our beautiful faces, I guess. Yeah. Playing in pink means a lot to, I think, the USA family in the past and now. Like, there's been a lot of, breast cancer survivors. Kelly Kretschmann's mom, Tasha Watley's mom, Katie Cochran's. It's been in the families and everything like that. It's something that's realistic. I was talking to one of the survivors today, and she actually told me that she found her lump by self-examination when she was 25. And it turns out that almost all the ladies found their lumps when they were 25, 26, 27, but mammograms aren't, required or really done until you're after 30. So what a surprising statistic, and that's the mean of the ages on this team. So it really hit home, and to be safe and to make sure that breast cancer affects a lot of women, and we don't want it to take us out of the ball game.
I want to talk, how old were you when you started pitching?
I started pitching when I was 12 and a half, almost 13.
And was your father your coach?
No, my father wasn't my coach.
Okay, so many girls are.
I actually went the opposite route. My older sister played softball, and I kind of was her catcher, which I hated, and ended up starting to pitch because the coach kind of suggested it. Was awful at all of softball, and then my mom caught for me. So she sat on the bucket every day in our front yard in the middle of the street, and she'd catch for me.
Well, that's kind of unusual there. Usually
Yeah.
it's the dad. Yeah, very active mom there.
Yeah, I would just set up a bucket, and she'd come home, and I had younger sisters, and I had younger twin sisters, and I didn't get a lot of my parents' time because I have such a big family. But my mom would give me, she'd be like, okay, you get 30 minutes. She'd set the timer, and we'd go out in the front yard, and we didn't go to the softball field. We didn't go to a grassy area. We just pitched right there in the middle of the street. So
now, when you warm up, I noticed you use a long throw. When did you start using that?
I started throwing a lot longer. Chuck DRC, actually, our 2008 Olympic pitching coach, kind of got me started on that, and I've really enjoyed it, and it helped pick me up to kind of loosen me up, get me ready for the game, start a good sweat, and just get my spins going before the game.
Now, if you were out on the field playing, how far behind second base would you be at your furthest?
At my furthest, before game, probably maybe shallow center field. But, you never want, before a game, you never want to throw a ton of distance, maybe just a little bit just to loosen up. You can do distance workouts, and those I can go all the way back to deep center field, but you don't want to do those before a game. Just kind of shallow, get yourself loose, keep your arm nice and long, and just kind of stretch it out.
Now, for those kids who are like, their ambition is to be you when they grow up, you know, to make it to this level, the top level, any tips you'd give them?
I would say, I always tell these kids to go out there, love it every moment, but most of all, bring it. That's my phrase, that's my saying. I put it on everything. Just bring it every pitch, every moment, because you never know when that one pitch can make a difference. It takes one swing to win a ball game. It takes one pitch to make a difference, and you guys can do it. So just go out there and just bring it every moment. Stay there with it.
That's good advice. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Well, like I said, it was more of a press conference instead of my normal interview. But I do have to say, Monica stayed there and answered questions until everyone in the press had answered all their questions. I was glad that guy with the light got out of there on his camera. I thought my picture looked a lot better after he got out of the way. Now, by the way, Monica broke the record for the most strikeouts in a World Cup series, and she did it in her first 2 games. So congrats, Monica. Now, before I close the show, I want to make sure that everyone who watches the show on their iPhone, iPad, iPod, or Apple devices knows about our app. You can find out more information on it at fastpitchapps.com. It's a Fastpitch TV show app, of course. Now, it does cost $1.99, but what a great way to help support this show. Now, don't forget to check out our website at Fastpitch TV. Like I said, not fastpitch.com. Become a fan of the show on Facebook at facebook.com/fastpitchtv. And you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/fastpitchtv. Now, as I stated at the beginning of the show, Softball Junk has a special offer for the Fastpitch TV show family. That's right. Softball Junk is giving you $20 off any non-sale softball bat on their website. That's right, $20. You can take the $20 right off the price of the bat. So the next time you're buying a bat from their website, when you're checking out, just enter the code FPTV1 and wham, save $20. Now you can visit their website at softballjunk.com. Now I don't mind you sharing this information with your friends. I hope you do. Please give them the information, but please don't just give them the code. Tell them where to come. Tell them to come watch the show and get the code for themselves. Help us out here and help our sponsor, okay? Well, that's it for today. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.